youth camp check-in. It's the final full day. We have another short day tomorrow. It's going okay. Honestly, I'm not loving it as much as kids camp. Not even close. But it's not a bad thing. Still getting things out of it. Learning how to go through interesting social situations with people that I'm not usually friends with. So I'm getting used to that and just inserting myself in friend groups. Not in like a bad way, but being willing to just sit there in silence sometimes, even if you can't relate, just be there with other people. The main thing from the less messages I've learned, I think, is embarrassing. What's up? No, no, you're fine. Don't worry. No, it doesn't matter. Have fun. Embarrassing. I don't know why you felt bad. But we are moving in to the final nights. I hope that people around me get a lot and I'm able to help influence that. I wish I was more present, that I'm able to influence people more, but I try to take this more as a camper because my last year as a camper, so I wanted to take that in and not insert myself as a leader at all. So that's one thing I've been trying to do better. And it's a little weird because like I'm not getting all the accolades I usually get, which is all good. I need to be okay with that, and I am okay with that. It's just a little different for me. Then, oh yeah, one thing I did get from the services was making a routine. Making a routine. Well, I just got back from youth camp a couple hours ago. And since I don't have that much footage from youth camp, which I might actually have some from a shared album, we'll see. But I thought I would take you on a walk with me. So what that means is I'm going to walk and I'm going to have to set the camera up sometimes and then I'll walk towards it and set up some cool shots. And also I'll just tell you what I got from youth camp and I don't know, what I'm looking forward to. Just hang out for a bit. I don't know. So yeah, usually here I turn and I go down this really cool path here on my walk. But like a month ago, there's this tree over there. See, it blocks the path now. So now I have to like jump this fence. It's lame. So this is the lame tree. I just thought you won't see it up close. It's lame. Comment down, lame tree. Because it's lame, okay? I don't know why you sat so far away. This is really mean. I was expecting more of you. I thought you were my friend. I'm gonna cry. No, I'm joking. I won't cry because I'm a strong, manly man. I'm gonna come closer. So yeah, this is a Mormon church I walk by a lot on all my walks. So I pray for this church a lot. But it's nice. It's really nice property. Yes, this is public, so that wasn't illegal. There's usually a way to me get in past the lame tree, but I have to use just because it fell on my normal walking spot. Camp was good. It was not as good as kids camp, but it was good. I got to meet a lot of people, hang out with a lot of people. I don't want to get yelled at. I'm scared I'm going to get yelled at. But I'm glad I went. It was tiring. I still was recovering from kids camp, even though I thought I did before. But it was really cool. I really like the speaker. His name is Eugene. He did a really good job explaining things, and he did a very good job at explaining tongues. It was very, what's it called? It was good to both sides, and he wasn't like, this is the only way to believe it. And he gave multiple views, and he explained it very well. So I don't feel like we were cheated at all. And I'm excited because I have youth group tonight, so that'll be fun. And I'm excited because I'm going to commit to another youth group on Wednesdays and Fridays. So I'm excited to see how that goes and see how I'm able to influence the kids. And also something at camp that God really gave me was to start a routine. So I might do a separate clip where I tell you what I'm planning for the routine. But yeah, it's been a fun walk so far. See you later. Just got done my walk. Took longer than I expected. So we're going to be a little bit later youth group than I'd like to. It's not like I'm actually being late. We usually try to get there 30 minutes before like worship starts and you just hang out. So I'll be like 20 minutes early instead of 30 minutes early. So it should be fine. So yeah, I'm heading to youth group. So coming out of camp, I wanted to talk about a thing that people call the camp high. And I've dealt with a lot. I've gone to camp a lot, and it happens. Most camps, to most people, there's a camp high, which that terminology refers to a spiritual place where you're like, I'm on fire for Jesus. I want to spread his word. I want to expand his kingdom. I want to get to know him better. And then as soon as you get home, it may stay for a little bit, and then it just fades away, and you go back to normal life. And the reason I think that happens is because you're just at a place where you can connect with Jesus and a community of people that strive to be like Jesus for 3, 4, 5 days in a row, and that you can test that while you're there. So that's one of the reasons I think that camp high happens. So what's a way that you can stop losing it? Well, one way is that you just practice it and you make it intentional, that in your everyday life that you're trying to represent Jesus. How do you do that? Well, you read your Bible, which I know is very cliche, but it's true. You got to read your Bible. You got to keep putting yourself in situations where you're with Jesus, so like church, youth group. You got to go to those, because without a community around you that loves Jesus, then you're not really going to get anywhere. Probably should keep my eyes on the road. It's not like in a high stress situation right now. And then, I don't know, one thing that really helps me is serving, is being in places where you can spread Jesus, in Christian communities in your church, where you're able to help people understand Jesus better, where you're able to just be there for people and disciple people. So that's one way I found to stop at camp high. And I haven't lost the camp high since sophomore year, which I am just graduated as a senior. So it's possible, I promise. This camp, I didn't really have a huge high, but I wouldn't say I've been high on spiritual stuff for a while now, since I started helping at youth group and stuff. So I wouldn't say I needed it. It was cool to be able to hang out with some of the middle schoolers. So, I'm gonna get to youth group, and I'll see you there or see you after. We'll see. Shaka. So it's next day. I didn't record much youth just because I was hanging out. But it was fun. I got to hang out with everyone. Everyone was able to participate. I was able to get some of the kids that don't usually participate to participate, which that was pretty cool. And yeah, pretty chill. I got to come home. I slept really good. So I feel like this is my first good day with a lot of sleep in a while. One thing I got at camp is I want to start making a routine, like I said in a previous clip. And I think today, before I do something with my family, I'm going to go to the gym. So I'm going to tell you more about my routine while I do that. insert God in. And I'm going to start making those routines. And each day I'm going to wake up, read my Bible, go to the gym, go to work on weekdays. And at the end of the day, I'm going to set a time aside for my Bible and some time for just normal reading. So I'm able to get better at reading. And I'm going to completely ditch YouTube. I'm going to finish the Ryan Trahan series and then catch up on it and just be done after that. No more YouTube until a further date. I don't know when that is, whenever I feel like I can again. And then I want to make it a priority to make Sundays my Sabbath, where that the whole day I can dedicate to listening to God. So I'll go to church in the morning, and then I'll come home and I'll rest and I'll read my Bible. I'll go on walks. I'll try to have conversations about God. And I'll try to keep Sundays as a Sabbath. I have to change mowing my grandpa's lawn to Saturday instead of Sunday. But I want to make that a goal so I can get this routine going so that I can better myself and my health, spiritual life, mental life, just so I can keep more consistently. Because I've never really had a good routine. So I'm hoping I can actually get a good routine and get closer to God and figure out a way to better my life and better others. And also, on the days I have youth group, just being able to be fully present, have things prepared for them, have things I want to share. And I also was asked like a little bit before camp if I could do a message for my youth group. So I might put that together. I have an idea for that. So peace out. It's a cool shot. It looks sick from up here.